What's up guys, GK with Corbin's Archery. Today, I'm gonna kind of break down some of the new Trophy Ridge sights and how they have now created a bar that would go with any of the like Matthews bridge lock system as far as the integrated goes. So what I'm gonna show y'all is probably my favorite sight they've come out with is gonna be the React Trio Pro. Has that React technology in it, which I'll explain that in a minute once I get this set up. But this Trio Pro is gonna come with your 2 fixed pins as well as a single pin and 10 thousandths. That way you can row over that single pin, have further distances. So a really heavy duty, really good built sight that I'm gonna show y'all how to set up right quick. And if you're gonna run it on the Matthews, these can mount in line. You just need the proper bar. You can go on Trophy Ridge or call us. We have the list of what sights work with those. But I'm gonna show y'all real quick how to assemble this sight and how to put it in a bridge lock system. So what I'm gonna do, you have these 2 screws on the back of just the regular sight bar here. I'm gonna take these 2 screws out, and then once I get this mounted, I will run through kind of how to get this sight set up and how the React technology is such a cool feature to have. It makes sighting in and future purposes a breeze. So let's open this up. You don't need this anymore, you can throw that to the side. Again, very simple. I'm just gonna put these screws back in this hole now with the sight bar, and it should show you how to center it up. You can see these, I don't know if you can get those 3 little lines in there. That's gonna be your kind of measuring device there to make sure it's perfectly straight. That way you got a straight sight, that way your axes don't get all out of whack. Okay, so now we got the sight bar on there for your integrated systems like a Matthews. Just a little sight bar, then of course, you're gonna run it directly in line, just like that. Take your Allen wrench, and we'll go ahead and tighten down that bridge lock screw on said sight. Make sure that hole's good. Done, you're in there. Now you got a sight that's integrated. Now when sighting this React Trio Pro in, you're gonna want that arrow to be all the way pointing at that top dot. And I'm just gonna lock it there. That's what we're gonna call 0. We're gonna leave that there. You can then come around and adjust this with micro adjust on this knob here. That will slide your sight bar up and down without rovering over here. So how to sight this in? Some guys say you can start at 20 and 30 just to get it pretty close. Ideally, you wanna start with that single pin, which again is this one running vertically here. You wanna start with a single pin at 40 yards. And once you sight it in at 40, you're then gonna come over here, unlock that, use your dial, range it down to the next dot, shoot it at 50. You can even go to the next dot here and run it at 60. And let's just say, okay, 60 for me ends up being, I don't know, let's say right there. So obviously it doesn't match up with our dots there. You have this up and down screw. That's gonna be your React technology adjustment. That all I have to do now is get my Allen wrench set, run it in there, and watch those dots come up to my arrow. Boom, 60's good. So now I'm set at 40, 50, 60, and the rest of these pins should be good out to 100. So 70, 80, 90, 100. With that React technology, you don't have to go back. You don't have to go lose some arrows. You're set with that single pin at 100. From 40 to 100, depending on which dot you're pointed at. So we'll rover that right back up to the top with that arrow pointing at your 40 dot. Again, they come with sight tapes, you can layer that down. Go right back to your 40 dot, and then now you can sight in your top pin and your second pin for 20 and 30. And all you gotta do to adjust those now is come on the side, Allen wrench them up and down, depending on where your 20 and 30 needs to be. It's that easy. You are set out to 100 yards, you're good to go. So awesome design. I love the React technology. Also comes with the React Retaliate, which is kind of like their H5, just a fixed 5-pin. All you have to do is sight in your 20 and 30, and then you would rover just like here with that React technology, would be sighted in automatically up to 60 yards. Really cool technology, makes sighting in a breeze. You don't have to deal with sight tapes or feet per second, none of that. Really heavy duty sight Trophy Ridge is made here. I like the look of it. I like a single pin look, but having a couple fixed would be a good idea. Really heavy duty, built awesome. I love the React technology. It's very, very accurate. So you guys need to come check this out, check out Trophy Ridge, and maybe throw one on your new bow. Thanks guys.